Just double check above your heads on the shelves and under your seats just to make sure you've got everything you've come aboard with. Any wires, chargers, laptops, bags, coats, suitcases, pretty much anything you have brought aboard. So once again, Edinburgh is our next and final stop.
Here we are back in Bonnie, Scotland. It's been a while since I've been up here. Been many times to Scotland, many times, but this is the first time in at least a couple of years. So I was looking out the window when I was coming into Edinburgh, and you could see Arthur's Seat on the other side, which I always have to climb up. I don't know what it is, but something possesses me and I just have to climb up it. It's just like it's there, and it's got magnificent viewpoint over Edinburgh. So it was there, and I'm like, no, just hold on to it, don't do it today, save it for tomorrow. But I'm going to indulge myself a little bit and hike up Calton Hill, which is, got to work out how to get there. I've got to get up to that bit there, and I think I can come up this way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. So down this way is Leith, which is, it's part of Edinburgh, but it was distinct. It was its own place, and it's like the port of Edinburgh, and that's where we're going to be staying, in a hostel there, and that's where I'm going to be featuring on the worst places video. Not Edinburgh itself, because Edinburgh is just too nice. It's probably my favourite city in the whole of Britain. Yeah, pretty foggy today. Visibility is not great, but it's still beautiful. This ice cream van's doing a roaring trade, so it's not the most tranquil of hikes. It's pretty busy, gets a bit hectic up there. There's a lot of tourists. We're still within the city. I mean, the Parliament is just down there, so that's the more scenic way, but we'll take the quieter route. So the first time I came up here, it was in the winter, and it had been raining all day. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon I come up here, and it just stopped raining. And I thought, oh, I'll just go up there, take a risk. It was a bit slippery, a bit muddy, but I was the only one up here when I got here. It was magical. The clouds parted, the sun came out, and the sun set as I was sitting up here. I think 2 or 3 more people came up. Now, as you can see, height of summer, there's more than 2 or 3 people, but still pretty cool. Well, good morning. We are leaving, well, we've left the hostel and we're going to be leaving Edinburgh shortly. Just walking along the Walk of Leith walkway into the city to get a train over to Falkirk. Didn't sleep well last night. There was a group of blokes, and they arrived about 11 o'clock. I was already sort of half asleep, and I always, in hostels, I listen to white noise on like noise cancelling earphones, and that worked fine until 1 o'clock when the batteries died on the AirPods, and yeah, every single one of them was snoring, so it wasn't a good night's sleep. But we rock on, we're troopers. Very peaceful along here. You wouldn't think you're in a big city. Alright folks, welcome to Linlithgow, a town not too far from Edinburgh, with the Linlithgow Palace there. Bit of work going on, and there's a car park right in front of it, which is a shame. But nice place, nice place. Over here we've got the statue of Mary, Queen of Scots, who was born here in the town. I'm not sure if she lived in this palace or not. It's quite feasible that she did, but I'll have to fact check that one. Anyway, we're just above the loch, which is through the trees there. I'll take you down there in a minute, and then we'll walk along a canal for a couple of hours. Yes, she was indeed born here 1567, born here in 1542, and she became queen at just 6 days old. And her statue over there, look at her hair, it looks like cauliflower, doesn't it? And that can't have been comfortable, wearing that round your neck. And here it is, Linlithgow Loch, as we English say, or Linlithgow Loch, as the English say when they're trying to do a Scottish accent. All very nice, but looks like it might rain, might not. We'll take our chances. I actually bought a train ticket to go where we want to go, in Polmont, but we're going to walk it instead from here. It's going to be about 5.5, 6 miles along the canal. We've got to find the canal first. It's the other side of the train line over there, so let's do it. Another view of the loch, one last view, and there's the palace up there with the golden structure on top, which I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, here we go, it's brightening up a bit now. Let's go, enough waffling. So here we go folks, along the Union Canal, which stretches from Edinburgh to Falkirk. Used to be used to bring coal along from Falkirk to the capital. Not really used for anything anymore apart from maybe fishing and walking alongside. So you may have seen the statue that I took some footage of there in Linlithgow town. Well, slightly controversial name, the black and then the word starting with B for female dog. I won't say it because YouTube will probably demonetize me if I say it, but yeah, that's quite a tale here in Linlithgow. It's a bit of a legend. I had to stop filming there because I didn't realise, but there was someone right behind me. So the BB, I'm going to call it the BB legend, is that there was a man condemned to death, and they put him on an island out on a loch somewhere, probably that same loch we were at, and he was just put there to starve. But his black greyhound was very loyal and used to swim across the loch every day and bring him food back every single day, so the man didn't starve. But then the town folk found out about it and put an end to the dog's life, and thus putting an end to the man's life as well. But they took the story to the hearts, as unlikely as it seems. But yeah, the loyalty of the BB of Linlithgow lives on today. And there's a pub also by the name of BB. I got my picture taken outside of it a few years ago. I'll put it on the screen. But quite a controversial name in this day and age, even though it doesn't have any kind of evil or malicious connotations in reality. We're just about to go over an aqueduct, the Avon Aqueduct. I've never been over an aqueduct before. I've been over plenty of viaducts. The difference between the two is that viaducts go over like a motorway or a carriageway, something to do with transport, whereas aqueducts go over water and carry water. Well, this one carries water anyway. And it's the Avon Aqueduct. There's a sign over there. Welcome to the Avon Aqueduct, British Waterways, Scotland. And it says Brits out, sore Alba. So yeah, made to feel very welcome. Anyway, I'm quite excited for this. Let's check it out from the side. There we go. Looks pretty neat. And from the middle, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's pretty windy. I have been told onto my hat because if it gets blown off here, there's no way I'm getting it back. So just off the A9 and the M9, there's the Beijing Banquet, the Kelpies Hotel, and somewhere around here is a Travelodge. I think that might be it over there. Oh no, yep, Travelodge that way. We're going this way to the Metro Inns. At one point they had rooms for £24.50, but the £24.50 has been scrubbed out. Here we are. So room 112 in the Metro Inns, Falkirk. Over there is the road. Bit of an overgrown garden, but at least, you know, I'll get some daylight in here. And a lot of mirrors. God, makes them look fat. Yeah, a bit of a weird room. So up here we've got a bunk bed, and this is my bed, the really low down one. Soiled carpet. But yeah, it was the cheapest option. So I think it was something like £40 a night, and shared bathroom as well. But this is it for 3 nights. Good thing is I have this to work off. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I don't know if there's Wi-Fi actually. It didn't say anything about Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have to ask, because if there's no Wi-Fi, that's a bit of a pain. I found this. Look, this is the blind for the window. Look at that. Look at it. God, in tatters. Yeah, not the best place. Oh, God. Being a budget traveller, eh? Good morning. Well, we're leaving that hotel, thank God. That was the kind of place where you wipe your feet on the way out. Anyways, we're heading up to Stirling once we get to Falkirk Grahamston train station, which is a fair trek from the hotel. It's about 3 miles. Luckily, it's not a bad walk mostly. And Stirling, then Alloa, then Dunfermline, where we're going to wild camp tonight. I've done quite a lot of editing over the last couple of days, and the internet was so crap in the hotel that I wasn't able to upload my video, and it's got to go out tonight, so I've got to find a cafe, or I don't know, Wetherspoons, Costa, Starbucks, something like that, where I can upload my videos. So that'll take up a bit of a chunk of my day, but should be a good one. It's a bit grey, could rain later, but yeah, should be all right. It's a Saturday as well, I think. No, it's a Friday. It's a Friday today, so hopefully it won't be too lively in a place where I want to go wild camping. It's a miserable day. It's grey as anything. Look at it. This is the 25th of July.
This is Stirling.
All right, folks, we are in Dunfermline, in the Kingdom of Fife, and we're heading to the Townhill Country Park, where they have a loch, some woodlands, lots of walking trails, and hopefully somewhere for a cheeky camp. Let's go. First impressions, guys, it doesn't seem to be the best place to camp. For a start, there's this fenced off field here with the horses in it, so that's a no-no. This is the path, and those are the banks of the loch, so it's not a good start. I'm possibly going to camp in this little bit here, but I'm on this golf course. I know I shouldn't really be here. I certainly shouldn't camp here. There's someone walking over it now. So I'm going to be stealthy, but I might just camp on here because it looks so nice and flat and comfortable. Morning everyone. Well, I camped out here most of the night. You can probably see actually. Let's just quickly go out here. Yeah, a little dry patch there. Because I don't think it rained, but it was like dewy, moist, and about 4:30 this morning I thought, because the sun was coming up, well, it was getting bright. Wow, look how low that plane is. I must be going to Edinburgh Airport. Let's see, look how cloudy it is. It's disappearing behind the clouds. So yeah, it was cloudy this morning as well, and it rained a little bit later on, so I moved the bivvy in here, so it's a bit more sheltered and also not visible anymore. So it's now about 6:15. I went back to bed, call it bed, for an hour and 45 minutes, and then couldn't sleep, but just got up, and annoyingly, right, yesterday, so I went shopping to get on my stuff to come up here, and went to Aldi, and they didn't have any water like in a normal size, like no 500ml or litre or even 2 litres of water. They just had like packs of 9 bottles or 6 bottles, which is no good to me obviously. So I ended up having to buy this tonic water and like brush my teeth and wash my face with that. Well, brushing my teeth with this, I mean, it contains citric acid, so that's kind of defeats the object a little bit, and washing my face with it wasn't particularly pleasant either.
Platform 2 will be the 8:50 service to Leaving. Calling at Dunfermline Queen Margaret, Cowdenbeath, Lochgelly, Cardin's Inn, Glenrothes with Thornton, Cameron Bridge, and Leaving. This train is formed of
So I'm the only one on the platform, on either platform, and the train's here in a minute. So I went to Wetherspoons for breakfast, and it was almost empty. It was weird, and then I remembered, over here in Scotland, unlike England, you can't get a drink until 10 in the morning, so nobody's in there drinking pints. The only person getting off in Lochgelly, the boat's old, isn't it? Morning. Morning. Oh, 1 second.
We are now approaching Cameron Bridge. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Well, here we are, guys, end of the line. And Leaving on the coast. Well, this is a good start. I was hoping to go across this bridge, but it's all padlocked up. Finally made it. We're here in Dunclusa guest house here in Leven, and nice little spot. Looks very homely, very cosy. I've got breakfast in the morning, and yeah, just in a sort of residential road, the neighbourhoods. Massive bathroom. Wow, bathroom is almost as big as a bedroom, and yeah, a lot of walking today, guys. So pretty tired. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. Well, not so good morning. Very wet morning, but slept so well last night. I must have got about 10 hours sleep, really comfortable, and great breakfast as well. I took a picture, I put it on the screen. I didn't take any camera footage, but anyway, we're off to the bus station. Oh look, that's handy, there's a sign there so I don't have to get my phone out. Bus station. Alright folks, it's turned out to be a lovely day here in Perth. Just been vlogging over there in the town. Fantastic. And we're all done with that. So now we're heading over to a country park called Kilnmuir, I believe. And we're going to find somewhere to camp up there. Hopefully with a nice view of the city, or at least the surroundings. That's got to be just about the nicest travel lodge I've ever seen. The Isle of Skye Hotel Travel Lodge, even if it's a bit misleading calling it the Isle of Skye Hotel when we're miles away from the Isle of Skye. Look at that beautiful view on the River Tay. Yeah, nice. Got a bench here, a few flat spots, and best of all, no one can say anything to me up here because it's Scotland. I'm allowed to wild camp. I don't have to hide. Not like England. Yeah, nice. So yeah, as soon as I put the camera away just there, it started raining. Hopefully it shouldn't last too long. It feels like the wind's going that way, so I reckon pretty soon that'll be gone. William Wallace apparently lived up here, well, hid away up here in a cave somewhere. Although they say that about a lot of places, like William Wallace was here and Robert the Bruce was here, and yeah, kind of get the tourists interested. I think it might even be a running joke between like the Scots towards the tourists. And another one, and this isn't a joke, It's quite a popular suicide spot up here. Those big cliffs, big steep cliffs, is a regular sort of jumping point suicide spot. Yeah, the shower's gone now and you can see the rain just over there over the River Tay. Pretty amazing really. That all happened within just a few minutes. So this hill used to be a volcano. Many years ago. 370 million to be exact. Well, not exact, but roughly. Cheers everyone. Got myself a Sky Blonde. That's good. Morning. It's 4:30. Been awake for about 45 minutes. That's where we camped last night. And there's the sky this morning. It's cloudy and it's a bit bloody cold as well. Ooh. And I'm going to get packed up and I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest. I've got a few hours before Wetherspoons opens and can get a coffee. Oh. So I was planning on getting the bus back to Dundee today. I looked it up and the price of the bus is like £10 for 20 miles. So I'm on the train, it's £10.80, so 80p difference. And the train takes 19 minutes and the bus takes like 45. Just doesn't make any sense. But here we are on the train, it's a lovely ride. Well, here we are in Dundee in my hostel, and so I got a single room, shared bathroom. I've just been to the bathroom. It's not well, it's all right, but somebody's done a number 2 in there and it hums a bit. So yeah, I'm just going to get showered and changed and off to bed. It's about 3 o'clock. Got a little fireplace in there. It's a proper old building, but nice and clean. Yeah, it's all right. I'm here for 2 nights, so I'll catch up with you guys shortly. Morning from Dundee. Off to get some breakfast, of course, in Wetherspoons, of course, and then we're getting the train to Aberdeen. That's a backpackers hostel, and look how central it is. So we've got the Caird Hall over there, the big sort of concert and events venue, and over here we've got Minnie the Minx, Desperate Dan and his dog, and up the top of this road is the Wetherspoons. Okay, just walk in front of the camera. You could have walked behind the camera, but yeah, just yeah, walk in front of it. up taking 2 hours to get here. It was only meant to take an hour and a bit, but there was a signalling staff issue or something. There was no signaller north of Montrose, but we're here now in the Granite City. Time to explore. Well folks, that's us done with Aberdeen. Next stop is Inverness. We've got about a 2.5 hour train ride, and we're going to get there about 6:30 in the evening. And then we're camping tonight. I don't know where. I think we're going to camp by a lock. Well, it's not good news. I don't know if you can see that, but 15:50 to Inverness, delayed due to a broken down train earlier today. The train coming in from Dundee was delayed. Now this one's going to be delayed. Aberdeen Railways, not impressed. We're only 10 minutes late, so not so bad. So in the end, we're only like 5 minutes late into Inverness. Happy days. So now we're going to get some supplies for the evening. We've got to walk about an hour over to the other side of the Keswick Bridge, over to Craigton, and then from there we go to Kilnmuir, which will be about another half hour, 45 minutes I think. Well, that's us on the busy, noisy A9 crossing the Murray Firth. Here we are, look at it, beautiful. We're heading into those foresty areas over there. Over here we've got the stadium of Inverness Caledonian Thistle. Over here we've got a bit more of Scotland obviously, and beyond that, along the same latitude, Norway, Denmark and Sweden. This is as far north as we're getting on this trip. It's a bit of a landmark for me, this one. This is a bit of a milestone. Welcome to Ross and Cromarty. Okay, we go up here. That's us just off the bridge and onto the trail. What does it say here? John O'Groats northbound trail. Well, we're not quite going that far. All right, so after hacking through quite a bit of forest, we're now on the main path. Love it. Got all the little baby Christmas trees. I wish you could smell, guys, the smell, the beautiful smell of pine. So many pine trees. Back in the forest and almost at the lock. I haven't seen anyone for ages. This is what I love about Scotland compared to sort of southeast England where I'm from, where the population density is so much higher. It's just so peaceful. So we're here by the lock, folks, but nowhere flat here, so we'll continue walking. Bit of a pain walking along this bank purely because it's so overgrown, but what a beautiful spot. Right, well, there's not much point going up further because there's sort of manor house up there, and over there is a farm, so can't camp there, and sheep there, and obviously can't camp on the lawn of the manor house and can't camp on this bit. So we're going to head back into the forest, I think, and find somewhere there. Well, I found my spot. It's not ideal, but it'll do. It's away from the lock because there are so many midges there. In fact, just here in this little forest bit, there are loads of midges, but I seem to be okay here. So unless they're waiting for me to sit down and then they're going to swarm in. But yeah, I'm just going to sit on this rock, drink my beers, going to camp over there somewhere. The sheep are way over there. Highlands over there, the mountains, beautiful view. This is just what I need. I occasionally get comments on YouTube asking, do you get depressed going to all these places? Do you get a bit down? And I didn't, but now I'm starting to get a bit tired. It's kind of hard to motivate myself to go and film, you know, derelict buildings and downtrodden towns and stuff, but coming out here into nature, it's like, it's my salvation really. It's like change is as good as rest. Well, I haven't got time to rest, so this is what I do to take my mind off things for a bit. This is the beer for the evening, Brewdog Mr. President, and it's 9.2%. I've got a couple of these, so let's hope they're good and not like rocket fuel. They're cost enough. I think they're like £4 each. It's okay. It is a bit like rocket fuel. Good morning. It's 5 o'clock. I've been awake since 3:30. Yeah, it's a bit chilly. It's a bit dull as well, a bit grey. Sunrise is meant to be at 5:15, but we're not going to get to see it. I'm going to get packed up because, as I said, it's chilly and I want to get the blood pumping through my veins. Have a look at this. What happened through the night? A bird has shat on my bag. Not once, but twice. Little bastards. Well, here we go folks, back into Inverness. The first thing I'm going to do when I get there is go and get some breakfast. I am hungry. We'll say goodbye to the forest of Kilnmuir and hi ho, it's off to work we go. Okay folks, here we are in the Windmar guest house, and this place, I'll tell you the price after I've shown you around. So literally just arrived, put my bag down. It's a single room, single bed, chair, fridge, kettle, TV, all very basic. This is my first time going in the bathroom. Looks right, yeah, it's clean enough. And hello, hello. This place, right, guess how much? Guess how much? What do you reckon? 61 quid. £61. This is the most expensive accommodation I've booked on this trip. So it was either here or the backpackers hostel. And the backpackers hostel was £33 a night to sleep in a dormitory with like 7 or 11 other people. And I wasn't doing that. I was tempted to do that for 2 nights, and I thought, well, it'd be cheaper to camp out last night, obviously, and stay here. And I wasn't actually going to stay anywhere. I was going to camp the 2 nights, but it's going to rain tonight. Apparently it's going to pour hard. It doesn't look like it at the moment. It looks great, but whatever, 61 quid. Hopefully that'll be the most I have to pay again on this trip. But yeah, very basic for the price. Inverness is very expensive, especially this time of year when so many people come here and they've walked the Great Glen Way, or they've come to do, you know, the Cairngorms or whatever other Highland hikes. And yeah, 61 quid. Good morning. That was my room just there. So we're going to the bus station. I'm so gay, I can't even park straight. Looks like you've done an okay job there, mate. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to the bus station for a 4-hour journey down to Glasgow, leaving at 10:45 and arriving at 2:45 if we arrive on time, of course.
Folks, welcome on board this Flixbus 093 service to Glasgow, calling at Aviemore, Pitlochry, Perth, Broxton, and then Glasgow. Should get into Glasgow for about 2:45.
Well, that works out pretty nicely. I've got all this space for little old me. I've got the noise cancelling headphones, so I can't hear anything. Bliss. Well, we're here about half an hour late. I don't know why, but we were hanging around in Perth for ages, and then there was quite a bit of traffic on the way in, but all good. Quite a smooth ride, nice journey. And now I've got to kill a couple of hours. Well, I need something to eat. And kill a couple of hours, and then we'll head down to our Airbnb. Morning folks, how are we doing? Southside, Glasgow, and we are going today to the Mount Florida train station here in Glasgow. Very exotic sounding. It's not so exotic really. And we're going to Dumbarton and Clydebank today. This is actually day 3. Yesterday I had a day in Glasgow, but I didn't film anything really because there's a storm. So I didn't do any vlogging, but we're back at it today. There's about 30 people on this platform. I'm the only one who doesn't have a rain jacket on. Doesn't bode well, does it? That train was rammed, guys. I've got to find my way over to platform 17 to go to Partick now. So I've got platform 16 and 17 just like tucked away under this tunnel on a lower level.
Next stop is Hindland.
Third and final train. So it's still windy as hell down here in Dumbarton, and it's raining a little bit. Well, it's another day, and thankfully the storm is over. The sun has sort of partially appeared, and it's exactly the same time as I was here yesterday at Mount Florida train station, except today we're going to Motherwell. Exciting. Just Motherwell and then back, and then probably do some filming around Glasgow today. So exciting stuff. Yeah, oh, it's so nice that that wind isn't in my face constantly. It was horrible yesterday and the day before. Good morning. Today is Thursday. Summer has returned. The sun is out. It's a sweltering 16 degrees, and we've got a busy one today. We're going to Paisley, Port Glasgow and Greenock. 3 places, all with a bit of an iffy reputation, so it should be a good day. This is a neighbourhood I'm staying in Glasgow, by the way. It's called Battlefield, and it's really nice, really lovely residential area, very quiet in the evenings. Well folks, so much for summer being back. I didn't bring a coat either. I thought it was going to be sunny all day. Apparently this is just going to be a shower, so hopefully it goes soon, but so depressing. Well folks, here we are back in Glasgow. It's just gone 8 o'clock. It's been a long old day. So left the house at 9 o'clock and yeah, 11 hours. Most of it on our feet, like an hour maybe in a Chinese buffet, and the rest of it walking. Google Maps says I've walked 18 miles. I'm not sure if that's correct, but probably a bit less, but a long day nonetheless. I'm looking forward to going back to the Airbnb and relaxing. We've got a much more relaxing day tomorrow, thank God. Raining again. Summer has gone again. Today we're off to Kilmarnock. A bit later in the morning today. It's just gone 10 o'clock. I've been washing clothes. Got a washing machine in the Airbnb. What luxury, not having to hand wash clothes in the sink. So Kilmarnock, and that's it. That is all of the 20 worst towns list complete, plus all 8 cities in Scotland complete. That means this afternoon I can hang out in Glasgow if the weather's improved, and yeah, a free afternoon. Lovely. Might have a couple of pints of Guinness. There we go, Mount Florida, 8th of August. Return. Oh, I hate when that happens. Back. How do I go back? Oh, start again. Right. Return 9:20. It's quite expensive. That's us guys, leaving Glasgow. Got about an hour's walk to the train station, and the train leaves in 1 hour 40 minutes, so plenty of time. Take a nice relaxed stroll up to Glasgow Central, get our tickets, and it's off to Carlisle. I really like this area of Glasgow. It's called Battlefield Restoration, like a sort of upcycling place here. Look at this. This old coffee machine. It's Sunday morning, so nobody's about really. I've got a couple of people over there, but yeah, this area is really nice. It's like, it's kind of gentrified, but not overly, and all the businesses and all the coffee shops and everything are like independent, rather than just having a Starbucks on every corner. Even the seagulls are built differently in Glasgow. So this is Victoria Road, which I'd read has quite a lot of crime and a very poor area, but I've walked down here 7 or 8 times and it's a little bit scruffy. There's quite a bit of crappy graffiti and stuff, but it doesn't seem that bad. So this is like the rough end. This isn't dangerous, I don't think, but it's just rough. I mean, everything is shuttered up. This isn't just because it's 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. It's like this on a Saturday afternoon or whatever else. I walked down here literally yesterday at 4 o'clock. I mean, you can see, look at this. 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and everything was the same, just shuttered down. It's like an industrial wasteland around here, to be honest. And this is like between the south side and the city centre. Look at this urban decay. Beautiful. Alright, we're getting into the centre now. Look at this, the Lauriston old school flat roof pub, the posters behind it, retro, Glasgow district subway, around the tune in half the time. Sounded more Geordie then. Central station just up there. This is the old Euro hostel. We used to stay in here. It's now nothing left of it by the looks of it. Yeah, all closed down. I guess the pandemic screwed it up. Last time I stayed there was a bar in here, a little breakfast area over here. The breakfast is really good. I think they're only like a £5, including unlimited coffee. And we stayed right up here in the gods. Right, you can see on the clock there it's 5 to 11. I've got to go get my ticket and the train leaves at 11:40 something. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. It's been another great trip to Scotland. It's been brilliant to spend more time in Edinburgh and Glasgow. Two cities that I know well, but I saw different sides to them this time. And hello. And thank you very much. It's completely put me off my stride now. And it was great to get to know Aberdeen and Dundee, two cities I've never been to before. And now I've been to all 8 cities in Scotland. And the next video will be coming from Carlisle. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
Well, I was thinking about, you're circling Glasgow Central for